That might be useful. A bent metal rod that could be used as a crank with the right attachment. Perfect fit. I could get out the cog up here, but I don't think I'll need it. It's empty. The tube attachment to it isn't connected to anything. This console won't help us without... There are some elements and materials written down here. The crack is just a few millimeters wide because there's a thin metal plate stuck in it. But I can't get my fingers through, and I can't grab the plate either. Nope. It fits, but... oh. Nope. That's strange.
What do you mean?
The cables. It's hanging onto a few thin metal plates that are connected to the shaft. It's not screwed in, but welded onto the shaft with thin strips of metal. It's not screwed in, but welded onto... A spray nozzle that sucks up liquids and vaporizes them. There's a USB symbol on this. Core, can I use this to connect you to...
Is it a USB? In that case,
I thought USB...
yes, because you can use it in space.
That's...
What do you mean?
the cable. This console won't... It won't move. But it's open just a crack. But it didn't work like it did with the other door there. It fits, but all it does is bend. I won't force it. They're attached with nuts, not with screws. I could get out the... the mechanism to open the door. I'm going to have to turn the cogs manually. But I'll need a tool for that. The main cog has an attachment with 3 spokes. It's tight, just as it should be. Yes, that works! If I use this on the cog, all I'd do is screw it off. I can't turn it with this. I need a different attachment. The mechanism to open the door. I'm going to have to turn the cogs manually. But I'll need a tool for that. The main cog has an attachment with 3 spokes. If I use this on the cog, all I'd do is screw it off. I can't turn it with this. I need a different attachment. I need another one the same size. The cog from the mechanism that opens the door to the garbage disposal. I need another one the same size.
We are also going to need power here. Tessa.
Yeah, you're right, but
We are also going to need power here.
Yeah, you're right. Lots of cogs in varying sizes and shapes. I could get out the cog up here, but I don't think I'll need it. None of these cogs are the right size. Core, please analyze the rest of the mechanism and tell me if you can find a cog that's similar to this one.
Yes, the mechanism was altered in one place and a cog of the same type was used.
Great, save the information. We have to be able to move it over here somehow.
Well, it's part of the robot mechanism.
Lots of cogs and... Core, please show me the cogs and highlight the one we're looking for in green. There has to be some way of getting the ones we need to the maintenance hatch. I did it. The cog is sitting in the maintenance area and I can reach it. Yes! Got it. That fits. All the gears are in. To use the mechanism, all I have to do is crank the lower cog with some kind of tool. Excellent. Everything fits together and the attachment fits onto the cog. Now I can turn it and operate the mechanism. I have the tools and the mechanism is repaired. Let's give it a try. Excellent. Everything fits together. I have the tools. Yes! Oh, it's working! Just a little more. That's it! I guess I'll need that robot in the storage room, so I'll take the cog with me again. Wow, this facility is huge. Is this the garbage incineration?
Correct. Garbage, rubble, and any flammable materials are burned here. The resulting heat is used to generate power.
Burning stuff for electricity? That's a bit antediluvian.
At that time, this crude technology ensured independence from energy cells that were not known to work on this planet. A certain amount of energy is always stored to ensure the facility can power up.
So we just push a button, the power turns on, and we can use the communications console?
Not correct. Firstly, we need to activate the remaining energy via the console. Then we can use the machine and transport materials to the furnace to activate it. Once the facility has reached its full capacity, all systems will be active and we can continue. This is the incinerator for garbage, flora, and anything else. It is the outpost's main power source. It activates the power circuit, which is supplemented by solar panels on the roof and maintains the energy supply at night or in bad weather. The efficient buffer tank still appears to be intact. There is a strange object over here.
And this could really sustain the facility for an extended amount of time?
The efficiency coefficient is very high. Also, the floor can be lowered depending on available materials. With just half a ton of materials, we will have enough energy for at least 1 Earth week. If we shut down some systems, even longer.
It's not holding anything in place, so I can take it with me.
Oh yeah, I can already see myself roaring across the planet in this, finding interesting places, strange plants, and breathtaking monuments.
You should focus your attention on repairing the energy supply and transmitting the emergency signal.
You're no fun. But once I'm finished, that's how I'll kill the time. This probably would have been our enemy if we had found a way around the station. Finding a way to go outside will not help us transmitting that distress signal. That's one big pile of junk.
This is the storage silo for garbage, scrap, and other flammable materials used in the furnace, the main power source. The floor here can also be lowered. Of course, there is also an automatic transport mechanism, but only once the facility has been powered up.
So this stuff needs to be over there?
Correct.
Oh, this is heavy, and there's a lot of it.
There are some things that might help you over by the control console.
It's empty and can't be moved by hand. That should come in handy. But why won't it go all the way to the silo?
Its job is to transfer burning materials straight to the furnace. Storing the materials in the silo is just a makeshift solution.
Oh boy. That's a lot of buttons and levers.
There should be a round, green button labeled "Push to close." Here it is. Push it. Very good. The remaining energy is powering the console. I have also gained access to the console. Scanning manual.
You're a fast reader, right?
Yes, done. By pressing here, you will enable the use of the remaining energy for the machines in this room. To power up the facility, you must activate the mechanism that loads the material from the silo into the cart. That would be this lever over here.
Beauty.
Now push the cart forwards. Use this.
Nothing happened. And it didn't sound too good either.
Next is the crane. You can open and move it at this desk here.
Nothing. It's all rusted through. Too dirty or just broken. I can't move it while it's in that state.
We need the cart and the crane to activate the garbage disposal. Otherwise, we will not be able to use the station's communications console to call for help. The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust. We must find a way to move it again.
There's some interesting stuff here. Maybe I can use some of it.
The things you find in the trash. The silicone gun's attachment is broken, but the handle and the mechanism still work. The rusty saw blade of a chainsaw, so it's a saw chain.
The rails are completely rusted through and grimy. No wonder the cart won't move. I have to do something. Just a pile of junk.
The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust. We must find a way to move it again.
The rails are completely rusted through.
I doubt that we will find a solution.
Looks like I can put the cog back. It won't, but it didn't work. Well, at least it fits. With just a bit of force. Yes! My fingers can fit through now. Spin sesame! The research lab. I bet Tony would have felt right at home here. Some pliers. They look pretty sturdy. This baby won't work without power. A small laboratory cabinet. It's locked. That won't work. I need the... Lots of bottles with chemical inscriptions. They're all... Attention, warning, hydrochloric acid.
There is a highly complicated mechanism built in which ensures only qualified personnel actually operate it. This will not be easy. I will scan my databases for any instructions.
Result: push both plastic parts aside and then pull the lever.
I would never have guessed that.
Of course not. That's a child safety lock. And you're not a child. Ugh, forget it. I need some kind of container to transport this stuff. The glass flask. What would chemistry be without it? Oh, a laser generator that normally belongs to a cutting device. Pretty dangerous to just leave lying around here. There are also some notes and a drawing. The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be salvaged. Only the generator itself as well as the power cell are still functional. You're right. You need some form of defense. I wish I could give you more, but I don't have time. Here are some instructions on how I would do it. Be extremely careful. Defense against what?
I'll put these notes aside. They're on some sort of scale. I might need that. And I'll take the rest with me. I found this with the laser generator. Some sort of sketch or manual.
These plants are dying, but they're not quite dead yet.
On planets like this one, they often use plants that can survive even in the harshest of conditions. Their fruits are cultivated in such a way that they can produce new crops even after a long time has passed.
I see. Yes, these yellow fruits are still fresh. I'll take one with me. It might come in handy.
It looks a bit like an avocado from the outside, but it feels weirdly soft. A precision scale discreetly integrated into the table.
The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be... You're right. I can't stop thinking. I don't know who or what might have done this, but the display is broken. This one is full of plants and fruit. Oh, a source of food. How did they survive this long?
This appears to be a clever, self-sustaining ecosystem. There is probably an outside connection here somewhere.
Is there any way we can get to those plants? Maybe we can break one of the windows.
If the incubator has power and the system is undamaged, you can retrieve the fruits again and again while maintaining the balance. If you break the glass, you will be able to harvest the fruit, but the plants will not survive for much longer afterwards. The incubator can be opened via this console's display. To do this, the power supply must be active. The biotope can sustain itself, however, and is still intact after all this time.
The acid is burning through the rust. Now all we need is the card itself. That doesn't sound good at all. Something seems to be blocking the mechanism. Or maybe it's just rusted through. Just a pile of junk.
The cart has become immobile due to
The shovel is rusted through. The computer called it defective.
We won't be able to move it as long as we haven't fixed it.
So we somehow have to get rid of all this stuff from down here.
There's no point in starting up the incinerator.
Correct. First, you need to transport some burnable material.
I've oiled the cart and the tracks. I should try moving it again. The crane is caked in rust and cinder, so it won't move. We won't get power without it. That doesn't sound good at all. There's no point in starting up the...
Correct. First, you need to transport some burnable materials to the furnace.
I've oiled the cart and the tracks. I should try moving it again. The crane is caked in rust and... I need something to remove this clamp, mainly something with a longer reach. The laser generator should still be working. That's what it said on the note. But I need more parts to get it working. I can probably detach it with these. I got this sturdy metal pipe with holes in it from the control room. Yes, it fits in here, and with this metal cylinder I can attach more things. But if there's one thing I want to turn this laser generator into, then it's the laser cutter from the drawing. There were more elements noted on it that I need. I should assemble everything according to the instructions. Nothing helpful. The cables. Nothing helpful. I need something to remove this clamp, mainly something with a longer reach. These barrels have been here for ages. I can't read what—
It should not be.
That might do something. Why would I do that? I don't even know what metals are contained in what samples. A pretty crystal.
Take it with you.
No chance. It's stuck in the rock or ore. This is a part of the scrap that was blocking the hole. Lots of pieces of metal. I don't see why I should carry around all that heavy stuff. It's not unusual for nature to reclaim. The plants have grown. If there was someone living, there's always something better to—
That's no use.
Finally, we're getting power from the generator.
The things you find in the trash. The silicone gun's attachment is broken, but the handle and the mechanism still work.
What do you mean?
The cables.
the rusty saw blade of a chainsaw. A precision scale discreetly. I found this with the laser generator. I could attach the nozzle here, but I need a counterpart that can be activated with the handle. I could attach the nozzle here, but I need a counterpart that can be activated with the handle. I found this with the laser. The generator's trigger and switch can be connected, but I can't put them together like this.
It all looks so beautiful from up here.
What do you mean?
The cable.
A gas burner with 2 tubes, both of which aren't connected to anything. A workbench full of... And of course, no... There are some elements...
Nothing helpful. The cables.
The drilling room is connected to the station's main power. These barrels have been here for ages. I can't read what's inside them, they're too...
It should not be anything.
That might do something. These stone and metal samples are so heavy. They're also rock hard and... Why would I do that?
I don't even know what metals are contained in what samples.
These stone and metal samples are so heavy. I can't move them an inch. They're also rock hard and... These stone and metal... They're also... Come on already. I can't get it out with brute force. Any idea?
You should loosen the crystals by softening the ore. Then it...
Why would I do that? I don't even...
This room is the drilling station. Workers can... It looks like this room has a self-contained... Would you like me to fly into this dark,
Well, yes.
as empty as a black hole. But it hasn't quite got the same pull.
This beam...
You can move it with the console.
This thing is extremely dangerous. I have to equip it with some other parts before I use it. I'm sure the drawing will come in handy. I found this with the laser... Yes, it fits in here, and with this metal cylinder I can attach more things. But if there's one thing I want to turn this laser generator into, then it's the laser cutter from the drawing. There were more elements noted on it that I need.
I should assemble everything according to
That doesn't sound... The shovel is rusted through. The computer called it defective.
We won't be able to move it as long as we haven't fixed it.
So we somehow have to get rid of all this stuff from down here.
There's no point...
Correct. First, you need to transport some burnable material.
I've oiled the cart and the tracks. I should try moving it again. The crane is caked in rust and...
As long as I don't know what's missing, I won't do anything with it. There's diagnosis programs for that.
I need something to remove this clamp. Mainly something with a longer reach. Lots of bottles with chemical inscriptions.
a small laboratory cabinet.
That won't work. I need the key.
That won't work as long as there's no tube attached to the nozzle. That won't work as long as there's no tube attached to the nozzle.